raw material costs creep up over time. Market volatility, resource constraints, and thousands of SKUs mean price increases slip through unnoticed and spend goes unmanaged. Pactum's price list AI agents monitor every price change across your entire procurement portfolio, then autonomously negotiate and conclude better rates at scale. The result? Recovered margins and cash flow that would otherwise be lost. So let me show you how this works. We'll start by looking at the materials table, where Pactum is tracking a number of materials you've provided us access to, and all the supporting data needed to analyze if we're optimizing their pricing. Taking a look at this one particular item, you can see that Pactum is monitoring the cost components month over month and how they're performing. And seeing that here in this example, there was a decreasing month over month. We're also tracking things like price history, historic demand, and future forecasts. Again, in this example, you can see that the demand has been increasing, and the forecast continues to show increases month over month and year over year, whereas price has only increased once, over 12 months ago, yet the cost component prices are coming down. So let's head over to our agent logs to see what Pactum was doing about that. Here in our agent logs, you can see exactly what Pactum's AI agents are doing across all of your items and where we find or don't find opportunities to negotiate, and what we're going to do about them. For this particular item in the negotiation that we looked at, you can see Pactum started a task to look for market fluctuations, analyze the relevant data for the item that we looked at, and actually found a negotiation opportunity, creating an event, and sending an email to our buyer. You can see then Pactum continued to understand how aggressively it could negotiate, what arguments it should write, and created the strategy for that negotiation. From within the agent logs, we can see the email that was sent to the buyer telling him that they had an opportunity to negotiate, and Pactum wanted him to come and have a look within the system at that. So let's do exactly that. So here in the negotiations detail page, you can see an overview of the particular negotiation and opportunity that Pactum has identified. Let's look in detail at the negotiation that has been launched. Here's the detail of exactly what the agent has identified and the particular negotiation preparation that it's done. You can see here that the Pactum AI agent has identified 3 potential triggers and arguments that we can use in this negotiation focused on commodity index changes, shifting the competitive landscape, and volume forecast changes. You can see the current price and how aggressively Pactum thinks we should be negotiating this and what contributes to that. In this example, you can see cost model, competition, and volume forecast being the 3 contributing factors. You can see all of the arguments that Pactum's identified with the ability to edit or hide those if necessary, as well as the way Pactum are going to visualize that, including, where appropriate in a graphical form, to really start to show the reasoning for Pactum's negotiations. You also have the ability, if appropriate, to add additional negotiation arguments so you can add some more personalized flavor to a particular negotiation opportunity. Once the buyer is comfortable with what was prepared, they can simply start the negotiation, and that will trigger an email to the supplier to negotiate this particular item. So now going back to our agent's logs, you can see that we actually triggered that particular negotiation to be sent out to the supplier. That email was sent and the negotiation process started. You can keep track of that within the negotiation logs and keep a full view of exactly where the supplier is in the negotiation at any time. And then Pactum provides you with emails regarding the success once the negotiation is concluded. As we can see here, from here you can click in and review the results of the negotiation, or actually review the negotiation in its entirety. Let's take a quick look at this particular negotiation. So now you can see the fully completed negotiation with the supplier that Pactum has concluded, including all of the arguments and positioning statements that Pactum made, as we saw in the negotiation preparation. You can see exactly how the supplier responded to different proposals, rejecting in this instance the first potential offer that Pactum proposed, and then Pactum asking the supplier for feedback around the particular arguments and their relevance to the supplier, as well as written feedback we take account of, and Pactum then coming back with a counter offer and a concession on the first positioning to which this supplier has agreed. Pactum then updating that negotiation price and confirming it with the supplier before closing out for feedback. With Pactum's AI agents, we help you transform how you manage materials and price lists, turning complexity into opportunity. Are you ready to get started? Contact us at pactum.com to begin your journey